So we have two data with us to perform the addition. However, we have only one bit full adder. So the idea is that we are going to use the shift register to perform this addition between two data of n bit. We have represented with x and y. So the full adder will produce a sum. Fine. Let me write down here. It will produce a sum and it will produce a carry. Let me write down it as a carry out. Okay. Now this sum we will store it. Okay. This sum we can store now in a register. I think now you can think about it, which type of register we should use. If we will apply sum here to the x input of a serial in parallel out register, we can do it in this manner, right? n-1, n-2 and 0 here. So it would be a serial in parallel out register. Fine. So as a bit will move, so first of all the 0th bit will be there, they will be added here, right? And after that the solution will be stored here, right? Then the bits of first location will be added, the output will be stored and it will be shifted, right? Of course there would be clock here as well and there would be control signal. Fine. And in this case the control signal would be right shift, right? That means we want to load. If we want to load, in that case there would be right shift and this data will be loaded at the n-1 location, right? And here we are going to provide the control to shift it right, so that the location will be the next bit location. Okay. Now this for the sum it is okay, fine, but how we can store the carry so that it will be used to perform the addition of the next bit location, right? So suppose okay, well, let me use this example. What we are actually we are going to add these two numbers here first, 1 0, whatever the sum we are going to store here, right? So at the end when we will do n operations, we will perform n shifting here. So whatever here will be here, whatever the initially at n-1 will reach to 0th location, right? So the first bit sum will be stored at the 0th location and that's what we want. Now next what we want is whatever the carry of the first bit 0th bit location should be considered in the second case, right? So what you can do, how you can feed this carry out here. If you will do here, suppose this is your carry in to this full adder, in that case you can think that there would be an asynchronous synchronization, right? Because once this carry out will be there, it will be available in the same clock cycle. So again you can analyze that we should use some delay flip-flop here, right? So this would be an input to the delay flip-flop and the output of the delay flip-flop will be fed as a carry, right? So you can use a delay flip-flop here. So that's how, okay, there would be a clock, and although I have not mentioned, but probably you can analyze all these clocks will be common, right? They must be common, otherwise there would not be any synchronous between these different components. So all these 4 clocks must be common to have the desired output. So I think this circuit is complete now. Now are you able to understand that how by this circuit how we will perform the addition of this n bit data to n bit data using only this 1 bit full adder? This is only 1 bit full adder. What we are simple idea, we are picking 1 bit from each data one by one, first from 0th location, then we will perform right shifting, so the data of the first bit will reach to the 0th location. Same here, and then we are going to add them and we are going to do it bit by bit from LSB to MSB. Some will be stored in this serial in parallel out register and the carry out will be available after in the next clock as a carry in, and that's what we want. So this is another application of these shift registers where we want to perform bit serial operations. Here in this case the operation we have considered as an addition, but you can do it you can use this bit serial operation for any other operation as well. Okay, next application of this shift register can be as an state register. Okay, so how state register, what mean by state register? This shift register can be used to store the state. Okay, to explain this use, let me use this example. Suppose we want to implement a pattern recognizer, right? We want to implement a pattern recognizer, and the pattern is if xt minus 8 to t, that means 8 bits are like this one: 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 0, something like that, right? Whatever, it might be any other thing as well. Fine. So that means the output should be 1 if your input pattern is this one. We have already discussed lots of few examples how we can implement a sequential system for the pattern recognizer. Okay, so okay, let me write down the output in this format. zt would be 1 if if st is equals to 0 1 1 1 0 1 0 and xt is equals to 0, right? That means you detected this pattern, otherwise it would be 0. Fine. How we can do it with the help of the shift registers? Okay, so in this case we are going to use a serial in parallel out register. Serial in parallel out register. We are going to provide a serial input. There would be a clock signal and there would be control signal. Suppose we are going to use an 8-bit shift register. Okay, we are going to use 8-bit shift register. So let me represent in this manner. These are 8 bits here, represented with the 7 6 5 4 3 2 1 and 0. Now there is this is in a parallel out register, serial in parallel out register. That means we can extract every bit output in one go. So what we will do, first of all, we will, whatever the pattern we want, we will store here, right? That means we will store this pattern here by doing the load operation, by performing the load operation 8 times. We will store this pattern here. Now we will use one AND gate. We will use one AND gate here. Fine. Okay, wherever it is 0, we will use an NOT gate, so it becomes 1. Fine, otherwise we will feed directly. Fine. Okay, and this would be your Z. Can you analyze? This will implement the pattern recognizer. How it will happen? We, whatever the xt is, we are feeding here. Fine. So whenever, and what will happen here, when we will load it, the data will be shifted 1 bit at every particular clock, right? If the load control signal is load. So whenever the control signal is load, a new input will be loaded into the n-1th location, and the data will be shifted 1 bit right shift. Fine. So whenever this data, this pattern 0 1 1 1 0 1 0 0 will occur, what we have done, whenever there is a 0, we have used a complement, so it will become 1. So whenever all these will be 1, the Z would be 1, and when the Z is 1, that means it is indicating the desired pattern is in our state register, right? That's how we can use these shift registers as an state register as well. We are storing the states in our register and then we can use it. Fine. Okay.